there may be no Canadian Triple Crown winner, but Sunday's $500,000 Breeders' Stakes can go a long way to deciding the country's champion 3-year-old. Should Queen's Plate winner Sir Dudley Digges or Prince of Wales Stakes winner Ogni's Gizmo win the 1.5 mile Turf Classic, the Sovereign Award voters will have to take notice. But there are 9 others who want a piece of that conversation as well. Sir Dudley Digges, the 15-1 upset winner of Canada's premier race, had an awful Prince of Wales, finishing 6th, 20 lengths back of Ogni's Gizmo. But Sir Dudley Digges has turf experience whereas Ogni's Gizmo does not. That doesn't faze jockey Luis Contreras though. He won easily, he said of the dominant win at Fort Erie. I think it was his best performance. Hopefully he can do the same thing on the grass. I know he can do it. There are others who have raced in the Triple Crown Series. Lee Vemp in Malibu was 6th in the Plate, but while no match for Ogni's Gizmo at the Border Oval, managed a 2nd place finish. Narrow Escape is taking one more shot as well. He was 10th in the Plate and 7th in the Prince of Wales, being sent off at over 80-1 on both occasions. Scholar Athlete was 4th in the Plate for trainer Graham Motion and is back in the field. Aidan's Edge skipped the Plate before finishing 3rd in the Prince of Wales. Rocket Plan was 8th in the Plate, then was sent to the Toronto Cup, where he was 2nd by disqualification. The rest are newcomers highlighted by Conquest Davio, who may likely go off as the favorite. The Mark Cass-trained son of Stat Daddy won the Summer Stakes last year, giving him a ticket to the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf, where he finished 4th. This season has been tough but he put it all together in the Toronto Cup last month, charging from 6th to get the win. Obviously there are horses coming in there with good form, but maybe not on grass, Cass said. Davio has good form on grass and he wasn't beaten very far at the Breeders' Cup. He's proven he's a good horse. As for the others, Gotta Get Away has nice turf form with a maiden and allowance win to his credit. Last Class to Go and Camp Creek both scored maiden wins on the lawn last month. Successful Chip Mondialis likes his trips to North America. The English-based runner won the Woodbine Mile and finished 2nd in the Breeders' Cup Mile last year. Last Saturday, he captured the Arlington Million in Chicago. Rated Action Saturday's card is headed by the Grade 2, $200,000 play the King Stakes at 7 furlongs on the turf, the race that normally produces a runner or two for the Woodbine Mile. Dimension, who won the Connaught Cup at 20-1 and King Edward Stakes at 17-1, should get better support here. Ogni's Flatter should also get a lot of support. An interesting runner here is Conquest Enforcer, the 3-year-old taking on Elders. It's a tall task, trainer Cass said. I've always figured a good 3-year-old needs to be a great 3-year-old to beat shoulder horses at this time of year. He's excellent on synthetic, but for him to be able to compete outside of Canada and to open up his options, he needs to be able to compete on the grass. Sunday's co-feature is also a Grade 2 stake, the $200,000 Sky Classic Stakes at 1.25 miles on the turf. The race features a clash between last year's top older horse Are You Kidding Me and the popular Up With the Birds, the 2013 Horse of the Year who is still going strong off the win in the Nijinski Stakes. Last Derby, the 87th Canadian Derby, goes Saturday at Northlands Park with a 12-horse field. It could be the last one held in Edmonton as racing is slated to end at Northlands after this year, though that decision has not entirely been finalized. Del March Showdown. By now we know California Chrome likes to race on the outside. So when North America's all-time leading money earner Drew Post won for Saturday's $1 million Pacific Classic at Del March, connections, not to mention Chromies, weren't too pleased. The number 1 post is never any good at any track, trainer Art Sherman said. But I still wouldn't take my chances with any other horse. His main rivals in the 9-horse field include defending champion Beholder and Dortmund, who gave Chrome all he could handle in the San Diego Handicap last month. Breeders' Stakes field with jockey and trainer 1. Rocket Plan Simon Husbands, John Whitlock Jr. 2. Lee Vemp in Malibu Garrett Boulanger, Mark Cass 3. Camp Creek Rafael Hernandez, Rachel Halden 4. Sir Dudley Digges Robbie Alvarado, Mike Maker 5. Conquest Davio Patrick Husband, Mark Cass 6. Scholar Athlete Edgar Prado, Graham Motion 7. Famous Gizmo Luis Contreras, Jody Carroll 8. Gotta Get Away Urico Rosa da Silva, Malcolm Pierce 9. Narrow Escape David Doran, Justin Nixon 10. Neidens Edge Talent Garcia, Stuart Simon 11. Last Class to Go Jesse Campbell, Malcolm Pierce